What's something that you like, but hate the fan base? 21 Pilots and Rick and Morty. The 21 Pilots sub used to be small enough to actually converse about the band, but I had to unsubscribe because I couldn't take the cringe of it anymore. If only tweens knew they're just 2 dudes instead of the gods they've made them out to be. Undertale, the real reason why I hadn't given it a chance. So many people hyping about it kinda ruined it for me. I love indie games, I live for them, and I still wanna play it and probably will next month when I get time to breathe. But I know some fans that just make me want to delete it and never look back. Undertale is earthbound for virgins. Reddit culture can be annoying to me a lot of times, or when it bleeds out into the real world. Some redditors trying to find other members like it's some secret society just gets cringy. Edit. Not trying to say don't seek out people who enjoy the same thing you do, even if that thing is Reddit. What I am saying is don't do it in some way that really doesn't transition to real life very well. Like trying to work when does the narwhal bacon into conversational casual and smooth like. When does the narwhal bacon? I actually had someone do this at a party. There was a drinking game going on. Can't remember the name, but one of the rules was that instead of saying a certain number you had to say when does the narwhal bacon, as proposed by someone playing. It's like, no one is fooled by your secret little handshake. Just fucking say you use Reddit if you want to find other redditors to banter about with. The quippy nature of Reddit is starting to get on my nerves. Someone can post a comment about something semi-serious and 80% of the time below it there's going to be a pun or some comment trying really hard to be funny which is more points than the original comment and a whole bunch of rewards. I rarely find them funny and I'm guessing people just upvote for the sake of it being a pun. I am so fucking sick of seeing yes officer, this post right here or some variation. Redditors love to make fun of Tumblr for shit like this but they do the exact same. Reddit. Wait, that's illegal. Doctor Who and Sherlock. I used to really casually enjoy these things, but the amount of weirdness around people who are obsessed with the two of these things turned me off of it quite a bit. Add in Supernatural and you've got a boiling pot of fandom crazy. The Super Wholockians. Steven Universe. The show is pretty great. r/Steven Universe is great. The fanbase as a whole isn't great. Ah yes, the fanbase that got a girl to unsuccessfully commit suicide because she drew a character the wrong shade of skin color, then got pissed when she lived. Edit. Apparently it was over skinniness. Wasn't it about a drawing of rose quartz? From what I heard the artist's style made her look skinnier than usual and people went insane over it. Yet, there was a different harassment situation where someone didn't draw amethyst skin dark enough. I think she took down all her art and left the fandom because of the harassment. But the suicide attempt was with the girl who drew rose quartz too skinny. Don't forget about the time when an adult harassed a kid who got to see a couple episodes in advance. The kid asked to see the episodes for a Make-A-Wish thing. What the fuck? Magic the Gathering. The stigmas behind what people imagine a Magic player to be bothers me. The general player probably hates something in the game I genuinely enjoy, and the people I've played with outside my family have ruined me wanting to support my local game store because I don't want to deal with the other people that play. I'm leaving in a few hours to go to a local game store to play Magic on paper for the first time. I sincerely hope it goes well. I've played online for a bit, but I've heard horror stories about IRL player base. Hopefully it's just exaggerated. Update time. It was a great experience. The horror stories about Magic players are overly exaggerated, but also based entirely in truth. Like plane crashes. Your plane will 99.99999% not crash, but if it does crash it'll be exactly the inescapable raging fireball you'd expect it to be. If you spend enough time in a fanbase eventually you'll hate it. So all of them. The Nightmare Before Christmas and other Tim Burton-esque films. This fanbase was larger back in the early 2000s when the emo platforms of old were prolific with fanfic, posts and badly drawn art and low-res screenshots pasted with animated glitter love heart stickers. Nowadays it's not so prominently featured on social media, but I know more than a fair few full-grown adults that still fawn over Jack Skellington and Sally in the most cringe-worthy ways. That movie fucking sucked. Weirdly enough for me it's the WWE. especially with Raw and SmackDown right now. It seems that majority of the fan base want everyone to be over and no one to be over at the same time. I really just want to watch some super freak humans throw each other through tables. That's what I'm about. It's been my experience that pro wrestling is much more enjoyable when you only watch the shows without reading forums, listening to podcasts, or reading reviews from other fans who constantly bitch about the product. They are never happy, no matter who's going over and who isn't. I'll decide for myself if WWE is enjoyable or not. Beyonce. I think her music is good and she is a very talented singer, but her fan base, the Beehive, is way too rabid. I once broke up with a girl because of Beyonce. She was part of the Beehive and it just wasn't funny anymore. Sure, I like Beyonce, but getting angry if someone wants to listen to another tune that isn't Beyonce is uncalled for, especially when having a Christmas dinner with the whole family. Tom Holland. I don't hate the fan base, but some fans are a bit creepy. I like Tom Holland's acting. He's a good actor, and I am a fan, but sometimes I get creeped out by his fans. Like I'll make an occasional joke but talking about him constantly is kind of creepy. Or following him around and taking pictures of him, when you're not paparazzi and constantly knowing where he is. Like that super stalker why. I know that he's a young actor that's in a lot of popular movies, but don't stalk him. It's straight up creepy. Now I'm a target for a bunch of preteen teenage girls. Fun. I know some fans are crazy. I saw a video of 2 girls insulting Anthony Mackie because he didn't know the name of Tom's dog. Nirvana. Not the whole fanbase, but primarily the ones who say you have to hate the popular songs and love the low-key ones, as well as the ones who talk about it like they're the last good band to ever exist. The ones who glorify Cobain's suicide also get on my nerves. Can I just say their entire discography is pretty rad including the popular songs? Huge Nirvana fan, but you're absolutely right. It's funny because they're trying to be edgy and Kurtish nonconformist by not liking the mainstream stuff, but they're actually just conforming with all the other Nirvana fans. Nirvana was when album sales were huge, aka people that bought the records because of Smells Like Teen Spirit probably heard every song on the album. Dumbasses. You can even buy Nirvana shirts at Walmart and Target, so stop acting like you're some kind of underground music guru and just enjoy the damn music. Everything. People are real good at ruining everything. Homestuck and Undertale. They definitely gotten better, but I was into those two when the fan base had reached its worst. I couldn't stand going to conventions during Homestuck's peak. It felt like a fever dream I couldn't escape. I remember going to Comic Con once in Homestuck cosplay with my girlfriend at the time and one of the cosplayers walked up to us and licked her. I get wanting to be in character, but that was going too far. League of Legends. Seriously, can't get a game without someone flaming. I quit playing that game so many years ago because I realized one day I just wasn't having fun. I'd join a game and play well, but every single time someone on my team would be bitching about someone else on the team. Every time. I just couldn't deal with all the negativity and stopped playing. Edit. I am aware you can mute everyone. You guys can stop replying with that. Trust me, chat is not the only way to be toxic in that game. It wouldn't solve the problem. It's the game itself. It attracts toxic people and brings out their worst aspects. Most anime. Anime is generally fine, until you turn liking anime into your identity. Then it gets weird. I find it so interesting that an entire medium of work is looked down upon because people take it too far. I'm not sure if this counts, but Tesla. I love their technology and what they are doing for the automotive sector, but they are not without fault. But don't tell that to their hardcore fans. Edit. Be still. My beating inbox. Some of the anti-Tesla comments are just as insane as the Tesla cultist comments. What happened to balance? I actually really like CW shows. I know they're stupid and they're completely unrealistic, over the top, and obnoxious, but they are so good for just escaping reality. The fans drive me nuts. It's a TV show, not a cult. Let's just enjoy it and move on. Describes Riverdale fans perfectly. K-pop. A few years ago, my friends introduced it to me and I thought the music wasn't terrible, so I slowly became a fan of random music from different groups. Many fans of these K-pop groups are toxic and like to start fan wars with other groups. It's way too much drama, but I'm not trying to go against all the fans. It's just that some of these people are way too obsessed. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button like it's a thick booty. And don't forget to subscribe to OKPJ Dark if you like nice things, like new videos every day. See you tomorrow.